I would say that a perfect world is one in which everyone always does the best thing for those around them.
I think empathy makes a more perfect world because without empathy, people don't really take the time to understand situations from multiple perspectives. And oftentimes, I think that just leads to all sorts of issues becoming more polarized, especially when there are issues involving like major things like somebody's culture or religion. And I think without empathy, no, we're not able to understand each other. And all that leads to is oftentimes violence and just misunderstanding. I think the most dangerous thing about striving for perfection is the fact that the word perfect has so many different meanings to so many different people. And if we were to strive for something like that, we would need to have a tangible idea of, okay, whose definition of perfect are we even using? Because historically speaking, the idea of having like a perfect society or a perfect person has often coincided with ideas like Hitler and white supremacy and genocide because they viewed those other races as like non-perfect. And so as a result, we have to be conscious about who we are excluding and who we are including in a so-called perfect world or when we're striving for a perfect anything. What are we getting rid of in order to strive for that perfection? Because oftentimes I feel like the risk isn't worth the potential perfection that could happen as a result.
Like try to get perfect. What's
yeah,
dangerous?
What's dangerous when they strive for perfection?
Well, besides myself, because no one's perfect but me, and no one can be to my level. I'm not narcissistic, I swear. No.
2 hours later.
Is identity theft, because the only perfect person truly is me, and identity theft is also not something. Why are you laughing? Not something that is in my perfect world, because that's also illegal in my perfect world. I forgot to mention that. And striving for perfection is just striving to be another version of myself, and identity theft is not very nice. And one of the rules is you have to be nice.
So that's the dangerous thing?
Yeah.
Perfection?
Yeah.
Imminent physical danger or anything where there was like lack of freedom of speech or lack of freedom of choices, then I definitely think if those God-given rights or inalienable rights.
I think it would take society becoming so corrupt and like inequitable to everyone that it would almost be preferable to live outside of the realms of society than to suffer within it.
To get me to leave my society, all that would need to happen is for a new, better one to appear.
A piece of wings from Wingstop, like like with the with the ranch. That is it. You good?
Freedom and experiencing new things is more important, because if you don't have freedom and you can't do anything that you want to do, then you're not really living anyway. There's no point. So I'm gonna say freedom.
All right.
In my form of perfect society, stability would be more important than freedom, because without stability you can't have freedom. If a nation falls apart, they can't protect any rights, whereas if you have rights but no stability, then you'll lose all of your rights.
The major part of having a community is looking out for the community. I think that's a major issue with humans, that some people think individualism is above all and you can't do anything to impede on my individualism because I have that right. But the fact is you really don't have a right to do whatever you want. You have to have rules and you have to have some stability, or as I said before, you don't really have a community. So
If you can't like dress how you want, then like you're being suppressed. You can't really do anything. And like having a good community can be good, like having a group of people that uplift you can be good, but you also don't want to lose yourself in that. You want to be able to identify your own ideas and thoughts, because then you can make goals for yourself and you can experience things.
All right.
Yeah.
Slay. I think
Slay.
a good community is one that like uplifts the individual, like parts of you. You know what I mean?
Preach, man. That's so true.